Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm like still buzzing. I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan and a huge fan of like literacy and ELA and all that good stuff. So I created a lit studies for the Super Bowl event the other day. Common Core, standards aligned, all that good stuff. But about like symbolism, things like that. And I got to teach it in class today. So above all that, like it's free. It's going viral right now over on Facebook, but I'm going to post it here too for you guys. It's also in my link tree if you want to check it out. But it's just so cool. Like the things that my students caught that I didn't even catch are just so amazing. We started off like with the beginning of it. I only showed them snippets in class and I skipped a lot of parts that maybe had things that were not completely appropriate for ages 10 and up. Some of the things that they were just talking about, like how he came out on a black car, how he was sitting on it. They talked about the red and the blue. They were like, could that possibly have something to do with the gangs? The way that I like to talk through this lesson is like, listen, like, no, I don't want to hear, like, I don't want you worrying about whether or not you think your answer is wrong or right. I just want to hear your thoughts about it. And like towards the end, how much they started talking about what they noticed and what they saw. My favorite part, or one of my favorite parts, was my son is in my class. I own a microscope. And, the 40 acres and a mule thing came up, and I was asking if anyone knows what that is, like where that came from, and they were like, and nobody answered, and he was kind of like, I know what it is, and he answered like, when people got freed, like the 40 acres and a mule, like they were supposed to get that, and then they didn't because the next president didn't, and he was bringing that all up. We talked about the revolution was another thing that came up. We talked about like what does the word revolution mean, and then I started talking about like what does the American Revolution mean, or what was it, and we started talking about that, and then that led me into talking a bit about Hamilton and how we're definitely going to have to do some lesson planning on like history through Hamilton and bring that movie in, something I've been wanting to do for a while. But I'm basically on cloud nine because I'm just excited that I still get to teach this kind of stuff. And I think this is why it's so important that we open our own programs and we do our own thing, because conversations like this, like I thrive on them. And I think our students, it was just so amazing watching them bop to the music, watching them really like look for the visuals and the symbolism. They talked about how they saw the game board, they saw the tic-tac-toe, they saw somebody grabbing their chain. We talked about how Samuel Jackson was talking about how too loud, too ghetto, why would he say that? We took a trip and I showed them maps of Compton and what Compton looks like and how he grew up there, and how one of the ways that he kind of like saved himself was by having music. And we talked about how he's basically trying to like stop violence there by bringing these two gangs together. Oh my gosh, I'm on cloud nine. I'm still like amazed that I love it because students are so intelligent, and we don't give them the chance to be critical thinkers. And a lot of times it's like, it has to be this answer. Somebody even asked like, has Kendrick said that? This is what this means. And I was like, no, like honestly, the whole point of doing critical analysis are to kind of like have a perspective, support your perspective, give me evidence on why you think that it's that. So that was my day today. I'm going to share a link to it here and probably some images as well so you can see what it looks like. And then you can just click the link in bio for you to see the entire program. But super excited. It's going viral on Facebook. You're getting a link here. It took me a while to get over here because I've been like answering questions about it all since yesterday. But super cool to use it in class too with your students if you have 10 and up or if you have homeschoolers.